Class, I'm Dr. Scott Hunt. I am the professor for assessment strategies for this July term, which will last 5 weeks. So happy to be with you and want to take a little bit of time to share with you my background and experiences and just run through the course menu so that you have some familiarity with how to navigate this course. So, as I said, Dr. Scott Hunt. I am the professor for this course. This is my 33rd year in the field of education. Um, I did my undergraduate studies at Bethany College in Bethany, West Virginia, majored in education, um, earned my master's degree at the University of South Florida in education with a specialization in guidance and counseling, and earned my doctorate at Nova Southeastern University in education with a focus on organizational leadership. In the 33 years that I've spent in the field, I started out as a teacher. I taught fifth grade for 4 years in sunny Naples, Florida. Um, Moved back to Ohio, which is where I'm originally from. I taught school in Beechwood City Schools just outside of Cleveland, Ohio. I also taught in Cleveland Metropolitan Schools for a year. I currently live in Lake County, which is on Lake Erie in Perry, Ohio, and Perry Public Schools, Perry Local Schools located there. I spent 15 years at Perry Local, where I was a high school counselor for 4 years, high school assistant principal for 5 years, middle school principal for 5 years. And my last year in Perry, I was the director of college and career readiness. While I was at Perry, I also taught courses for several years for teachers earning their master's degree at Lake Erie College, located in Painesville, Ohio. After leaving Perry, I accepted a position as a local school superintendent at Cardinal Local Schools, which is in Geauga County in Middlefield, Ohio. Not quite 6 years at Cardinal, and I had the opportunity to step into the role that I currently hold. I am the executive director of field relations for the Ohio Department of Education, and this is about 2.5 years at this point in time at the department. Certainly appreciate the role that I have in the state of Ohio to serve our schools and our districts. Also very fortunate to be able to serve you in this capacity as professor and to hopefully enhance your skill set as you seek to be school leaders. So let's talk a little bit about the course. I want to click on the course, the course syllabus for you. If you've not read the course syllabus, I would encourage you to do so. There are some very important bits of information in here for you. And the thing I want to focus on in the syllabus at this point is the late policy. It's a 5-week course. Typically, I have all grading posted in the grade book by Thursday of the week that assignments are due. And although there are extenuating circumstances out there, late submissions usually garner a 10% deduction in your rubric score. That being said, please know that I understand how life and school and work must balance, and there are circumstances in which you may struggle to meet a deadline. If you communicate with me, I am happy to be flexible and to provide some additional time. But I do want to add that typically Wednesday is kind of that drop dead deadline for any extensions. Anything after Wednesday, typically those grades turn to 0. So if you are struggling with time, please make sure you reach out to me directly to communicate. I'm going to go back to the home menu item. And I want you to note that there in the instructor studio, that there are means of communication, and it's very important that when you communicate, that first you use the Canvas inbox, which is located on the left-hand side menu of the course menu. And then, of course, my ACE email, scott.hunt@ace.edu. And then I've also listed my cell phone if necessary, please, don't hesitate to text or call my cell. I want to point to the calendar. This is an important feature in Canvas that will really help guide you along in terms of the course details, the discussion board postings, and the assignment deadlines. So I would encourage you to take a close look at the calendar and follow the calendar, specifically the due date and time. The next item is announcements. I do post announcements every week. You're going to see as you get in here that I've already posted the first initial welcome video introduction, which you will see here over the weekend. I would encourage you to read carefully any of the announcements, and if I do post video, I would encourage you to watch those videos. Let's move to discussions. You'll notice that all of the discussion boards are listed, each modules 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I want to point out here the Getting to Know You discussion board. I'm going to encourage all of you to do that posting first. I know it's outside of the norm of the 5 weeks of discussion, but this item will allow myself and the rest of the class to get to know each other a little bit better. And this is specifically to your experiences using standardized tests. So I'd read through those questions and respond. I've also responded here, and I would encourage you to do so. Assignments. All of your assignments are located on the Assignments tab. And as you look through the assignments and complete assignments, I would encourage you to make sure that you read those assignments carefully. Very important that you follow the directions and that you read the rubric. Very important in terms of how you score. So I would encourage you to do that. All of the materials and course materials are located in the assignments. Quizzes are located here, and then I'm going to drop down to grades. The grade book is very important for you as it is for me. This is where I will record each of your submissions. The grades for your submissions will show up in the grade book, although the view that you may see here is different than the student view. And please note that all grades will show up in the grade book. And you will notice that each of the assignments are there in order, and you'll be able to view those grades as they get posted. I'm going to stop at this point and encourage each of you to not only work together and respond to each other's work in the discussion boards, but to certainly reach out to me directly if you have comments, questions, concerns specific to the class. Again, best of luck. Look forward to spending the next 5 weeks